Hello, I'm Anne Jones from In Her Shoes, and we're a grassroots community interest company, and we facilitate spaces for women and girls to come together, explore their creativity, make music, to give their voices agency. As part of our journey since 2018, when we founded to celebrate 100 years of some women getting the vote in the UK, we realised that there are so many other things that are still inequitable and so many things that women and girls need, and their voices simply aren't being heard. So we make spaces, we make songs, tell stories, and we also provide spaces for women to become volunteers with us, because sometimes it's very hard to find opportunities to become a volunteer and gain that bit of experience which can help you reach the other aspirations that are in your life. So very happy to be joined today by Nahwa Albareni, who is one of our recent volunteers and is an amazing volunteer who helps translate, create things, has helped us perform songs. So happy to be joined by you and to hear your story today. And we're so grateful that you are volunteering within Her Shoes. But for our first question, can you tell us what you're currently studying and why you've chosen that subject?
Yes, of course. I'm currently studying chemical engineering as I'm passionate to tackle global challenges and work in various industries, including pharmaceutical, energy, food, environmental protection and material science. This diversity means I can find a career that aligns with my interest within research, production or management roles.
You've really thought about that, haven't you?
Yes.
That's an amazing ambition. Absolutely love it. So we first met you at In Her Shoes back in 2021 when you joined us on our What Community Means to Me project. Can you tell me maybe a little bit about when you attended those sessions, what impact they had on you?
I attended In Her Shoes sessions with my mom, as she was learning English to translate for us and everyone that attended. I had lots of fun meeting other Syrian children that were my age to play with. I was inspired to join In Her Shoes as a volunteer to help other women express their views through music and song, share and celebrate our communities and differences through participation.
And we are so glad to have you with us. You have got a very strong voice, as has your mother. And it was lovely that Talat became a volunteer with us as well. So when you started school in the UK in year 8, what were your first experiences of school like?
My first day in school was unpredictable because I thought I'm going to lessons like all other children are. But instead, I had to be placed in A to L, access to language. Instead, I ran to my allocated lesson on my timetable, not knowing where the class is. I kept running until I found it because I didn't want to miss any content.
And I think that's an absolute testament to how determined you are to learn. So how did you motivate yourself in those lessons to keep going when you were facing those initial barriers at school?
I motivated myself by learning English as soon as possible, to interact with students and teachers to get good grades and be able to go to university. The first day I went to the first lesson, it was science, and it was Mr. Wigley. I really like him, so he was very nice with me. I didn't understand a lot, but I understood the lesson. I didn't understand him. I understood the slides because before I went to French schools and science was taught in French to me. So I understand what's happening. He was talking about recycling and all of that. Then later on, he told me that I'll be printing you a science test. It will be French and translated in Arabic, but my answer has to be in English.
Wow.
So I managed to get very high grade, and he was the top set, his class, so I managed to stay in top set, and they did the same in maths. I got full marks, and in English they said the teacher will help me, and I stayed in set 1.
What beautiful teachers who could see your determination.
Thank you.
And your perseverance.
Yes.
And were there to support you, which is just amazing.
Yeah.
But you put in all the hard work. So once you'd passed all your GCSEs, what was your next goal?
I wanted to choose something that allows me to do anything I want at university, and I did 4 A-levels, including A-level Arabic, biology, chemistry and mathematics. One difficulty I faced in sixth form was applying to the course I wanted, as they changed my head of sixth form. She asked me to sit a mock exam after the deadline of applying to medicine and dentistry, when I already have done my mock exams at the beginning of year 13, to prove I can still apply to medicine. But she wanted me to prove her personally that I deserve to apply medicine the year after.
That's very sad. It must have been really frustrating.
It was, but maybe that's why I'm doing chemical engineering now.
And maybe you were meant to be doing chemical engineering, because actually that suits all the wonderful skills you've got as well, and those fantastic ambitions you've got.
Yeah, so I'm never unhappy. I'm always grateful.
That is a very, very positive attitude, because a lot of people would give up when faced with someone going, no, you've got to do this again. Yes. But you didn't give up, and you don't give up. So what motivates you to keep going?
I don't need to prove her of what I'm capable of, as my grades speaks themselves. And I didn't want to take a gap year either, so I researched chemical engineering, and it became my first choice.
Which I think is very, very lucky and happy for the world of chemical engineering. It's very good to have you in that world. So you're doing lots of other things, as well as being just finishing your first year at Aston University as a student. You're also doing volunteering. So what other things are you pursuing?
Right now, I'm volunteering in ACF, Army Cadets Force. I basically give command to younger cadets, and then by the end of the year, we go camp. I'll be their instructor. Right now, I'm getting trained.
Amazing.
To train them.
And you've been out and sung within her shoes?
Yes, at Birmingham City Council House.
Which was just an amazing event. And I know also you're pursuing some, possibly for the future, volunteering or internships with nature.
I'm so happy.
So what are your future ambitions and dreams going forward?
As someone who came here as a refugee, my journey has taught me resilience, adaptability, and the importance of never giving up. My ambition is to continue growing as a chemical engineer and use my experience to contribute positively to society through innovation and meaningful work. I also hope to inspire other refugees and young people to believe that their background does not limit their potential. One of my biggest dreams is to combine professional success with giving back to communities and helping create opportunities for others.
And I think you will absolutely do that, because you are already doing that in so many areas of your life now. What advice would you share with other people?
No one will hear your struggles until you make it. And don't let struggles define you, as you are about to walk into the best chapter yet.
I think that's a beautiful place for us to finish, and for other people to start their stories inspired by you.
Thank you so much.
Well, as a final word, I'd really like to say a huge thank you to Birmingham City Council, and in particular the resettlement team, who have been so supportive of In Her Shoes since we started and through our journey, and they've brought us together with so many wonderful families and people. And also I would like to say a big thank you to Hayley Salter, who has filmed us. She's a Birmingham filmmaker and photographer and has just been absolutely brilliant in helping produce this. And big thanks to Pin Stockman, storyteller and one of the newest directors of In Her Shoes, for her help in framing this, telling this and providing us a space at the wonderful Friends of the Earth. If you've enjoyed this and you're interested in finding out more about In Her Shoes Birmingham, please do follow us on Instagram. We are on Facebook as well, and you can join our mailing list and hear our songs, stories and hear the voices of many women from around the world who live in Birmingham.